Hello students, let us continue with the gray code. In the last session we have learnt how to convert the binary into gray code, and today in this session we are going to learn how to convert the gray code into a binary number. So let us take an example of a gray code. I take from the table that you have, people already have 1100 is the gray code. I will convert this gray code to binary, and this is the in the table, gray code table, it is decimal 8, so we should get 1000. So 1100 is the gray code. The first MSB is written like that only, 1, and this one MSB of the gray, this is this is gray, this is binary. So MSB of the binary is XORed with the next bit of the gray. Just a cross multiplication kind of thing it is. Here first MSB of this is written like that only. MSB of the gray will be the MSB of binary, and that MSB of binary, that is XOR with the next bit of the gray code. If it is a bit 3, bit 2, bit 0 and bit 1, bit 3 is XOR with the bit 4 of the binary. 1 XOR 1 is 0, and this 0 is XOR with the next bit of gray. 0 XOR 0 is 0, and this 0 is XOR with this 0, and that is 0. So 0 XOR 1 XOR 1, in that binary to gray we used to XOR with the next bit of the same code, but here the answer bit is XOR with the question bit. Okay, so the binary equivalent of gray 1100 is 1000. Just check this in your gray code table. And even this can be implemented using XOR gate. The first MSB of gray, this side we have gray as the input. MSB of gray is 1. Next one is also 1. Next bit is 0. The next bit is also 0. So the output 1 is taken, that is XORed with the next bit, that is 1. The next bit is also 1, and this 1, the result is 1. 1 is XORed with 1, that is 0, and this 0 is XORed . 0 is XORed with the 0 of next bit, that is 0, and that answer bit 0 is XORed with the next bit, that is also 0. Then the answer will be for 1100 of gray, we will get 100 of binary. This is gray to binary conversion. So remember how to convert the binary to gray. It is a straight process. And gray to binary, it's a cross process. First we'll learn how to, we'll go straight, then we'll go cross. So remember, binary to gray. Binary we learned first and then we learned gray. Binary to gray is a straight XOR operation, whereas gray to binary is a cross. Like that you remember, don't get confused with that. Let us solve some more problems on gray to binary conversion. Gray to binary conversion I take from the book, that is 1101 is a gray code. So for 1101, 1 is written like that only, and this answer bit is XORed with this. This is gray, and what we are getting answer is, that is binary. 1 XOR 1 is 0, 0 XOR 0 is 0, 0 XOR 1 is 1. So for 1100 we are getting the answer 1001 as a binary, that is suffix 2. And XOR gate implementation is, the first bit that is written like that only, it is 1. MSB of gray will become the MSB of binary. In gray is also, it is in gray, binary to gray also it is same, and the result is XORed with the next bit, that is 1. 1 XOR 1 is 0, and this 0 is XORed with the next bit, that is 0. 0 XOR 0 is 0, and that result 0 is XORed with the next bit, that is 1. 0 XOR 1 is 1. So this is our binary digits. This is great. Okay students, these are the 3 problems I am going to convert from gray to binary now. The first one is third problem, that is 0100. For 0, the MSB will be written like that only. This is gray, this is binary. MSB of binary will be the same as MSB of gray. This 0 is XORed with 1, then 1 XORed with 0, 1 XORed with 0, that is 1. So 0100 can be written as 0111. Just check in your table. This is the binary equivalent of gray 0100. And the XOR gate implementation, 0, and the 0 is XOR with 1, 0 XOR 1 is 1, and that 1 XOR 0, that is 1, and the result 1 XOR with 0, that is 1. So it is 1 1 0 1 1 1 in binary. MSB, LSB, and gray will be MSB is 0 1 0 0, and see that the last 0 is list. This is our gray code. Okay. We'll solve 2 more problems. Next one is 0 1 1 1 is the gray code. For 0, I'll write like that only. This 0 is XOR with the next one, that is 1. 1 XOR 1, that is 0. 1 XOR 1, that is 0. Okay. See, when we solve this problem 0 1 0 0 gray, the binary value was this one 0 1 1 1, and for this binary, for this gray value we'll get the binary value this, right? For this value we got, so it is 0 1 0 0 is the binary. Okay, so here XOR gate implementation for 0, same thing, MSB, and the answer is XOR with 1 0 1. This 1 is XOR with 0, 1 XOR 1 is 1, 0 XOR with 0 is written like that 0 is XOR with 1, and 1 is XOR with 1, that is 0, that 0 is XOR with, just a minute, oh, 0 is written like that only. 0 XOR 1 is 1, 1 XOR 1 is 0, 0 XOR 1 is, should be 1 it is, sorry, and this 0 XOR 1 is 1. So 0 1 0 1. So while implementing you will get to know your mistakes. It is a gray, it is binary. This is MSB, that is 0 1 0 1 is the answer. Okay, the next problem, Last one I will do it for you, that is 1111 gray. For 1 it is 1 only. This 1 XOR with 1 0, 0 XOR with 1 is 1 and 1 XOR with 1 is 0. That is 1010. For binary 1010 you get gray 1111, or for gray 1111 you will get binary 1010. XOR gate implementation, try to do it yourself. It is 1 is XOR with next one. It's 1. It is 0. 0 XOR with 1, it is 1. 1 XOR with 1, that is 0. 1 0 1 0 is our binary equivalent of gray 1 1 1. So this is how we will convert the given gray codes into binary. Take some assignment problems. How many XOR gates are required to convert the 4-bit binary into gray and gray into binary? 3 XOR gates. Assignment for gray to binary conversions. These are the 4 problems that we have to solve, and also implement the XOR gate. Implement them using the XOR gates. Okay. Any doubts, text me. Next, we'll continue with the alphanumeric codes. Till now we have studied numeric codes. What in all numeric codes we have studied? That is, first we studied BCD, that is 8421 code, and which was a weighted code but not a self-complementary. Then we studied XS3, which was a self-complementary but non-weighted, and we went for 2421 BCD code, which was weighted as well as self-complementary code, and the fourth one we studied, that is gray code, which is not a self-complementary and also it is not a weighted code. Okay, so conversion from XS3 to decimal, decimal to XS3, binary to BCD to XS3, XS3 to BCD, and all very important. Also gray to binary and binary to gray conversion is also very important. It will be asked in the examination several times, almost all the times it will be asked in the examination. If XS3 is asked for 1 mark, then gray code conversion will be asked for 2 marks. Okay. Okay, next one is in the digital codes, the last concept, alphanumeric codes. Alphanumeric codes which represents the numbers. Okay, that means we have seen the codes what we have represented 0 to 9. How to represent 0 to 9? If you know that, you can write any value in the decimal number. Whereas alphanumeric codes are those which represent numbers, alphabets and special characters. You people already know the your computer keyboard or your smartphone keypad. In that what and all the characters are there that can be represented using alphanumeric codes, because any digital system uses series of ones and zeros to represent any of the eloquent or any of the alphabets, any of the names, voice, whatever, that will be represented using zeros and ones. And in alphanumeric codes, we are going to we have ASCII and EBCD codes. ASCII is nothing but American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This ASCII code is a 7-bit code, 2 power 7, that is 128 possible combinations you can represent. It is mainly used in data communication. It's most commonly used alphanumeric code worldwide, especially to represent the date in the computer internally it is used. For example, I've already sent the ASCII partial ASCII representation table which is given in the textbook to you. Just refer that. In that, all the special characters are represented using 7-bit code. Corresponding octal, hexa and decimal representation is also given. From 0 to, leave the special characters, just you can see that no conversion will be asked for this coding system. It is given for your reference. In that, 0 to 9 is represented using the 7 bits. 0 is represented as 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. In the same way, up to 9, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. It cannot be memorized because we cannot remember any of these many series of zeros and ones. Only by looking at the table we can tell. And also 26 alphabets, capital letters and small letters, all are represented using this 7 bits. 128, 26 small letters, 26 capital letters, and also 0 to 9, that is 10 decimal numbers, and along with some special characters. And next is EBCDIC. EBCDIC, this ASCII is pronounced as ASKEE. ASCII it is. EBCDIC. EBCDIC pronunciation EBCRAEBSI EBCDIC. Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. Please remember this. Expansions will be asked in the examination for 1 mark. Okay. It will be asked so many times. Either ASCII or EBCDIC will be asked for expansion. EBCDIC, before developing this EBCDIC, there was another code developed, that was a extended BCD code, where BCD codes were 4-bit codes by which we can represent 2 power 4, that is only 16 different combinations we used to obtain. So what they did is they extended this 4 bits to 6 bits, and BCD 6 bits representation has been arrived. By that, 2 power 6, that is 64 different combinations we can represent. In that, 26 alphabets, 28 special characters and 10 decimal numbers. Together 64 bits we can represent. Okay, by 2 power 6, that is 6 bits. Using 6 bits we can represent 2 power 6, that is 64 different possible combinations. But that was not enough. So IBM has developed EBCDIC code by extending this 6 bits to 8-bit code. In the 6-bit code, 4-bit was used to represent the number, hexadecimal number, and 2 bits were zone bits. Here zone bits are extended to 4-bit zone bit and 4-bit the number representation. So in that, it is developed by IBM. 8-bit code 2 power 8, that is 256 different possible combinations can be represented using EBCDIC. Okay, and in textbook the EBCDIC code is also, BCD and EBCDIC code table is given for your reference. Just see that. If you are interested, you can code it like computer. For example, in textbook it is coded PUC, can be coded as for PUC. Using the table only, you can see that for P, capital P, it is 11010111, and for U it is 11100100, and for C it is 11000011. So if you type PUC in the keyboard, it will be saved for 3 alphabets. It will be saved as 8888. 3 is 24 bits. For 3 letters, computer uses 24 bits to represent this PUC. So like that, one I'll give one assignment. You see the table and write Tongal, how many, using EBCDIC code, how many bits are required to represent that. 8 for one character, then 8 6 are 48 bits will be required. Try to write that using EBCDIC table that have been already sent in the group. Okay, and that's all about the digital codes. Any doubts in this, please text me. Thank you.